problem. The whole matter hasn't gotten over. The matter is coming up in Supreme Court. How can the Prime Minister or the government give a response on something on which the Election Commission has to respond, and they have to respond in the Supreme Court?
Navika, there are 2 points that are very important today. I think that we need to reiterate that Supreme Court will deliver its verdict on July 28th or a few days later. But here is the important point. The Supreme Court questioned the Election Commission on the timing, which is very crucial for Bihar. Why didn't it start 6 months ago? No answers given. Number 2, as to why were they not accepting the epic as well as the ration.
Fair point. Those questions were raised, but the Supreme Court still did not stay the process. Sanjay Jha, now you cannot quote half the facts and forget the other half. The fact is questions were asked, but the fact is also the Supreme Court did not stay. If the Supreme Court does not find this fair, they can come back and they can say that we are not satisfied with the exercise, let's cancel the exercise. You'll have to keep faith in the Supreme Court of India, which you yourself are saying had made comments against the Election Commission, which had raised questions for them, made questions against the Enforcement Directorate, yet you will continue to question and waste the Parliament's time. I'm not getting your logic.
Navika, here is the point that I think I was going to make the second one. The TDP, and I think Mr. Reddy is here from TDP, the TDP as a party has also cautioned the government. Their alliance partners, they have told the government, please ensure that there is no violation of the fundamental rights to voters. And they are equally concerned because I'm happy that at least they've had the courage to challenge the government. Even the JDU, Dr. Yadav is not aware. Even the JDU is...
Now you're clutching at straws. Mr. Deepak Reddy, they are trying to find out if there is a problem between you and the BJP, and will this be a breakup issue between the you and the BJP because you've challenged the BJP. Please respond to Sanjay Jha, who's fishing for trouble. Unka trouble to bahut ho raha hai. Aam Aadmi Party, Akhilesh Yadav, Tejasvi Yadav, but they're looking at your troubles. Please respond to him.
For a change,
they've been praying for this from ever since the election results were announced, Navika ji. And I mean, I remember coming on air right after the results. I said this ND ecosystem is not going to last more than 6 months, but but I can see the cracks after a year. So that pretty much explains it. But coming to Mr. Gandhi's couple of comments, what he made, he says elections chori hua. I mean, I think I want to give a little bit of clarity on this. I want to quote Karnataka. When BJP lost Karnataka, that was the only state which they were in power in the south. If it is getting managed, would they lose the only state they have in south? And coming to Telangana, how did Congress win in that case? And how did Rahul Gandhi and most of the members of Congress win if it was manipulated? And I would like to give one particular example of Andhra Pradesh, a zone which I was heading. 2 parliament seats, 7 MLAs we have won, but the MP we lost. You can see both the MLA and the MP voting machines are right next to each other. If it was manipulated, elections are manipulated in this country, why would we let go of our MP when we won all 7 MLAs in that segment? So whatever the Congress or the India ecosystem talks about elections, it is just to hold their cadre together, because after 3 defeats, after hat-trick, people will start losing confidence. They said there's no point in sticking around with a party which has no future or which is not going to win. So they have to talk this way to hold on to their cadre. And coming to my constituency, which I represent, Anantapur constituency, in the past when there were no electronic voting machines, Congress has rigged more than 1.5 lakh votes in one parliament, and there is a case which is booked also. So probably the Congress is thinking that we cannot win with these electronic machines. If we go back to manual voting, we can probably rig. That's probably one of the reasons they're demanding. So all said and done, Navika ji, here the issue is they don't care about the problems of the people. Every day 10 crores of rupees is getting wasted. People have a number of problems. They don't want to talk about the problems of the people or matters of national interest. So it's absolutely clear. Once the general election results were announced, Rahul Gandhi came on air and said, he was not unhappy that he lost 3 times, but he said now we have the numbers to disrupt the parliament, and that is exactly what they are doing. They are not interested about the process. They're not interested about the country. They're not interested about the people. They just want to be relevant, and they want to disturb the parliament. This is pretty much,
Sanjay
it's
Jha,
pretty sad.
sorry to break the bad news to you. Deepak Reddy seems to be speaking the language of the BJP, and you're still left high and dry. They're not coming towards the Congress party anytime soon. But next, I'm going to the person who has just left your alliance. In fact, they are saying they left it right after the Lok Sabha elections. But the heavy announcement came now. And Siddharth Sharma ji, I want to ask you, this voter rolls, these EVM bahanas, are these specially being made so that the India alliance can stay together? You've walked out. You can now see things from a distance, and you may probably be able to see it clearly. Do you think this is being done to just keep all the disgruntled alliance partners together? Because there's nothing else that is in common between the Congress and the Samajwadi and the RJD and the Trinamool Congress. So, voter list करते रहो, ताकि कम से कम झंडा लेके खड़े होने के लिए एक मुद्दा तो मिल जाए.
It seems to be so, Navika ji, because as your visuals are suggesting, a parliament conundrum is happening right now. And as the 5th largest party in the Rajya Sabha, I think Aam Aadmi Party is expected to behave correspondingly. Now, what has happened here is that BJP and Congress are hoodwinking the people of India in procrastinating the parliament discussions on 3 major issues. One is Pahalgam, second is ceasefire, and third is the no vote bandi in Bihar. Now, before proving how they are playing this fixed match, I hope you would not mind, Navika ji, to see how this a real match is played. BJP has won on the plank of national security. That's a fact. Now, after Pahalgam, it admitted to security lapse. That's also a fact. Now, how it happened and who is responsible for the lapse has to be explained in the parliament. That is one part. Number 2, Trump seems hell-bent on gifting 75 repetitions of his taking credit on ceasefire by the time our Pradhanji celebrates his 75th happy birthday in a few weeks' time. Now, as for Bihar S.I.R, it has become the proverbial Schrodinger's cat, both dead and alive at the same time, exists only as a thought experiment, not in real life. Just like I cannot disown my own child, how can the Election Commission of India, in its right mind, say that the voter ID issued by ECI itself is not valid? Now, now all these issues have to be discussed in Parliament via a set of procedures.
Wow.
Aam Aadmi Party's MP, Mr. Sanjay Singh, has done it by moving a motion under Rule 267 of the Parliament Business Rules. Congress, rather than doing it inside, is shouting hoarse itself outside the parliament. Seems Congress is deliberately bowling no balls, which BJP is hitting for a 6. In such a fixed match, hundreds of runs can be scored without even a single ball being bowled. A classic case of swindling, both by the Congress and the BJP. Basically, Congress is फैलाइंग रायता which suits BJP perfectly. This is the
रायता फैलाना आपको सूट करा. प्रदीप भंडारी, but it's true. All of you are speaking about the SIR outside the parliament. What is the problem if you discuss it inside?
Navika ji, first of all, the man who's giving sermons, please look at the reality. He was speaking about his Aam Aadmi Party member of parliament. He was suspended from the monsoon session for going in the well and doing dhapli there. So ये आपकी सच्चाई है. This is you, sir. Sir, this is you. You are a hit wicket. You have a history of being always hit wicket. आप खेल ही नहीं पाते. अरे आपके बीच में नहीं बोला मैं. आप बैटिंग नहीं कर पाते, बॉलिंग नहीं कर पाते, आप हिट विकेट होते हो. ये आपका इतिहास रहा है. तो पहले क्रिकेट खेलना सीखो, फिर ज्ञान दो. पहली बात. अरे काहे घबरा रहे हो? काहे मैं आपको सुन रहा था ना. Navika ji, I was listening to my dear friend very patiently. He's absolutely lined up when I've shown a picture of his member of parliament. On the point of SIR, what is the logic of this?
संदीप शर्मा जी, रायता मत फैलाइए. कांग्रेस ने फैलाया है. यहाँ इनको जवाब देने दीजिए. सिद्धार्थ शर्मा जी.
शर्मा जी, मैं आपसे कह रहा हूं, पहले क्रिकेट में बॉलिंग और बैटिंग करना सीखो. हिट विकेट करने का इतिहास है. ये देखिए आप. अरे क्या हो गया भैया? नोटा के बराबर बिहार में वोट आए हैं, तो नोटा से भी कम वोट आए हैं, तो इतना घबरा क्यों रहे हो? शो पे क्यों घबरा रहे हो?
अभी तो इलेक्शन नहीं हुआ.
पिछले वाले में देखिए ना निकाल के.